Hello guys, welcome to a sweaty me trying to film during summertime. Today I'm gonna be reading your secrets and confessions. I just wanted to say that I loved to include a little deeper, a little more personal. Maybe it was even silly to call them more spicy confessions in this video, because I think it is very important to talk about this, about anything that makes you uncomfortable, that you think it's not normal or awkward. Probably many people have been through this, and you don't even know. I could so relate to many of these secrets. I tried to keep everything very family friendly, so nothing too explicit here, but if you're super sensitive, maybe you don't want to listen to them, I will warn you through, and I will even reveal you one of my secrets. First, we have Libby ASMR that says, my secret, I didn't tell anyone about my YouTube channel. Only my husband knows about it. I blocked my family and friends from my Instagram and Facebook, so they would never find me. If you're an ASMR creator, I'm sure you can definitely relate to this. Then we have this person that wants to keep their identity a secret and says, I have had a crush on my best friend for quite a while now, but I don't want to tell her because I don't want to risk a relationship, even though I feel like we would still get out of it as best friends. Wishing you the very best of luck. Then we have another person who wants to keep their identity a secret. This one can be a little bit triggering for some people because it's about the intimacy sphere. So, if you don't have a problem with that though, here it goes. Very serious confession. I slept with my best friend for 2 years before she started dating her current boyfriend. He has no idea, but he seems to be catching on that something has happened between us before. Then we have goofy confessions. When I was younger, like 4 or 5 years old, I stole a container of chocolate icing, ate like 2 scoops of it, and threw it in the woods because I was so scared of getting in trouble for it. Oh, this reminds me of actually another secret of mine that I will reveal to you right now. So when I was working at McDonald's, there are three McDonald's in my city. Not one, not two, but 3. So when I was working there, I first started in one restaurant, but then I had been transferred to another as a punishment. So I was new there in my first month, and everybody hated me. There is a lot of mobbing happening there, so everybody hated me. And I remember that I was preparing the ice cream toppings, so we had to transfer that from a huge bucket inside of a smaller squeeze bottle. And the thing is that that specific topping, especially in winter when it's cold, it gets super solid and it becomes like a huge block. And I was trying to open the lid of the bucket. I don't know what happened. The entire block of chocolate topping fell on the floor. It was like a huge block like this. It was brand new and it's super expensive. It fell on the floor. And I was like, oh my gosh, if they find out, they're going to kill me. So I rushed. I took a garbage bag and I immediately put all the chocolate inside of that. And I was like, I quickly cleansed the floors. It wasn't that dirty, so it was easy. And I was like, now I have to hide this, because if they find out, it's gonna be a mess. So I went and hidden that in my locker where we, get changed. We store there our clothes and our uniforms. I set it there. Then I went back to work and I started thinking, what if the chocolate starts melting? It will start bleeding all over my locker, all over my floor, staining my uniforms and probably other co-workers at lockers as well. I started getting super paranoid. So I rushed in the locker room, grabbed the bag and just threw it outside where we had all the rest of our garbage. Nobody ever found out. Thank God. They didn't roast me for that. They roasted me for a lot of other things, but not for that. I still have one more secret for you, but I'm gonna reveal that later. Error ASMR. My secret, I like chickens more than people. And, well, she makes amazing nature ASMR. Just check her out. Then we have a bit of a gross one. As a boy, I used to keep spiders and worms in my pockets. I know, crazy. Thankfully, I quickly grew out of that habit. Maybe my love for nature was just appearing even then. And the animals were safe, so they were not dying. If that's your concern, I asked. And it was confirmed that they weren't suffering. Then there is this one that is a little more spicy again. I once attended a wedding where, how shall we say, I'd had passionate acquaintances. I love this word, but I don't know how to pronounce that, so I hope it's correct. Acquaintances, with both the bride and the groom. Not while they were dating each other, I might add, but oh my god, awkward. Why was I not at that wedding? Then we have Mike Talks ASMR. He says, I don't know if this is a secret or a confession or what have you, but I've often contemplated what I really want at the end of all things. What I've concluded is that I want God to say, here's a man who did his best. He left everything out there. I think that's what's more important to me. I also once had a dream about Jesus where he left me with a seemingly unsolvable riddle. The key of its own deserves the thumb of its own time more than the key itself. Okay, let me say that again. The key of its own deserves the thumb of its own time more than the key itself. That was the right way to say that. The key of its own deserves the thumb of its own time more than the key itself. Another dream, he left me another riddle explaining that time is not a linear construct, but the result of a double sparse array of event, consequence pairs overlaid over physical space, the shape of which looks like an hourglass surrounded by a thin disc. Goody ASMR. Here's my secret confession, Stormy. I decided to become an ASMR artist to impress another ASMR artist that I have a huge crush on. Unfortunately, however, I am too late and she's engaged to another dude. Lucky guy already. Nonetheless, I've been having so much fun in the ASMR community. I'm not giving up on becoming an ASMR artist. Now then, as to the ASMR artist I've been crushing on, her name will remain a secret for now. Somebody who wants to stay anonymous. Well, my secret is a bit controversial, so yeah, again, if you're pretty sensitive, you might want to skip this one. I'm one of those guys who act like the man of the house, like I'm a macho man or whatever, prefer it these days, but honestly, deep down, I just want to break down and watch chick flicks with my female friends and just do things men aren't supposed to do, if that makes sense. I don't know if you'll use that or not, but there it is. And I was like, I don't understand what you mean by saying things men aren't supposed to do. And he said, men aren't usually supposed to do a girl's day thing. I wanted to share this just because I think that you have to do what makes you happy no matter what. Another person who wants to stay anonymous. These are pretty personal, but as long as only you know it's from me, it's okay. For years, I used to think that if I were to disappear from the face of Earth, other than my parents and siblings, no one would notice or care. Wrong. When I was a child, I had a crush on one of my cousins. Actually, two of my cousins. I don't feel faint looking at other people's blood, but I feel horribly faint and nauseous seeing my own blood drawn when I'm at the doctor's. I feel guilty about that. I even feel a little faint just thinking about it. I have never been intimate with someone. I haven't kissed anyone since I was 11. A few weeks after I got my driver's license, I was 2 seconds away from dying in a head-on collision with a truck. I had a panic attack as soon as I got home. Thank God you're still here. Then we have Simplicity ASMR, who said, I like to secretly watch pimple popping. And another secret is, my nickname is Moo Moo. Then another person who wants to stay anonymous. My best friend ghosted me in February and I still cry over it. I am scared of opening up to people because I always think they will hurt me. A little bit spicier here, so if you're sensitive, just skip a few seconds ahead. I am into BDSM, but my husband is not. I have a song for every person I ever met that reminds me of them. I slept with a famous rock star, but nobody knows about it. It was amazing. And I am jealous. Then there are 2 other secrets that I'm not going to read because they go below 2 major families. So again, here, if you're pretty sensitive, you might not want to listen to this part. One part is the fetish. So some people took advantage of this opportunity to DM me their fetish about things that sometimes in ASMR can be a little bit misunderstood or, taken advantage of. And Lily Whispers made a great video about it, super informative, actually 2 or 3 so far, super informative, so please watch that if you want to learn more about this. The other category is I had a huge crush on you or you're super hot. I've always been very open about the fact that I try to keep my ASMR family friendly or not fetish sexual at all, that I'm not here to flirt. I've always told that I am in a happy relationship and I am not searching for that kind of attention. So this is why I did not reply. And I know that anytime I mention this, I do lose subscribers, but if you're here for the wrong reason, then goodbye. My goal is just to help people relax and help others the way ASMR helped me. If I can do that, I'll be forever happy. But I'm not here to be validated by somebody who might find me sexy whatsoever. And now up to my final secret. I don't know if you noticed, that I always wear gloves in my ASMR videos. I do that for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I just love the sound of gloves. I think they add an extra layer of super tingles, and authenticity to the video. And I think that face touching or something where I am getting closer to your personal space can actually feel more sanitary or make some people feel more at ease if I have something like a glove on. And secondly, because I bite my nails or pick the skin around my nails, especially when I'm super anxious, and sometimes my fingers are looking disgusting. Plus, I hate to do my nails, so hiding them in gloves is so much less time consuming, so much easier, and it gives me much less anxiety than just having to get ready and do my nails before filming. Especially because having acne, I always have to invest a lot of time doing my makeup, and even wasting time on nails would be a little bit too much. So this is my secret. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for making it to 4K. I know that for some people 4K is nothing. I thought I was hopeless. And dedicating all my energies into the channel, seeing it grow. I know it could grow faster. I know it could get more views. I know I could do better, but I'm working so hard. I'm trying my very best, and I am grateful to have you guys in my life, to talk to you guys on a daily basis, to have a strong connection with all my Stormy's angels and my fellow creators. So super thankful for that. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more tingles and relaxation. Or if you want to share my content and help me grow, that would be great as well. And if you want to see more of my content, I do have a Patreon where I upload exclusive videos every week. Thank you so much again. Bye.